All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the new show. And in today we're gonna be opening up a package. Ooh, I got a package. Although, not that I blame anyone for it, because that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But I was gonna wait to open this until some other stuff came in. It's a Funko Pop, by the way. If anyone's like, "What is it?" I mean, it's a Funko Pop, as you can see from like the background and things like that. Apparently, I've gotten into that. We're gonna talk about that today. So hold on, we're gonna get this open. I'm so excited. Okay, good. It's in another box. Get rid of that. Oh, hey, it's protective. Oh, the safety of bubble wrap. Ooh. Thank you, bubble wrap. That was a lot less popping than I thought. All right, let's take a look at this. Ooh. Okay. And that's it. Look at this. This is the I Am Iron Man from Avengers Endgame. Apparently it glows in the dark. I'm so excited about this pop. Oh, that's good times. I don't want to keep it in my hands too long. I don't want to break it. So that's right. I buy it and then I don't touch it. No, I'm just kidding. No, but really, that's really what it's become. It's been a really interesting journey. The whole like collectible thing. I never thought that I would get into it at all, but here we are somehow. And this really did not start up until like the last 6, 7 months or so. And I'm not that you could like put like terms or anything, but I used to be very much, I like the idea of minimalism, right? And like not having a whole lot of stuff. And I was like focused on utilizing my resources to have experiences and do things. And I thought there was much more intrinsic value in those things instead of actually requiring like and having things. So I didn't really have that much stuff, right? Because and everything I liked was digital, movies and TV, and well, those are the same thing. But everything is become so digital now that there was less of a need to acquire stuff. Plus, when it came to like collecting, I always thought like I had missed like the boat. Like everything that's like popular and big is stuff that I should have collected, 10, 15 years ago. And I didn't do that. And so now we're here and I don't have any of that stuff. So I just figured not for me, that's somebody else's game because I'm not gonna play it at that level. And I didn't think anything modern, right? Like any of the modern like let's say Pokemon cards or Funko or anything like modern, like collectability wise, would even be worth it nowadays because there's so much stuff, right? And everybody's so focused on the past and nostalgia, rightfully so. Even me, like that's stuff I want. But, you know, we moved, right, away from California to Colorado. And when we moved out here, quite honestly, me and my girlfriend were just looking for something to do. And she actually wanted to buy Pokemon cards. And I was like, no. I, I wanted, I don't know if like too old to play the game, not a true thing. I just didn't want to do it. She's very much into board games, and let me tell you, they make me a little bored. Sorry, but they do. And so we were trying to find something, right? And so she figured Pokemon cards, and I was like, no. But I settled on, you know what? Magic is kind of cool, like Magic the Gathering. It's another card game. I used to play that when I was much younger. And if we're looking for something to do, I wouldn't mind picking up an old habit, right? Plus, she's like started to be into like art and things like that. And there's cool artwork on the card. So I figured it's a two for two. I mean, she can start drawing stuff. We'll buy a few stuff. It'll get us out and about and look at our new like town and see like what's out there and like start just getting to know the area. Look at all these win-win-win options over here. And that right there all of a sudden started a volcano of what is now. Like we went from buying a few things and like, oh, these are cool, and then all of a sudden, because and this is a credit to her because she took it and went right off the reservation. I mean, she started watching like YouTube videos and like seeing like collectability and which ones to buy, which ones not to buy. And then I started, watching these videos because they're all in all the time. And you start looking and like, they're investable. Like some of the stuff that you could buy like now, and like depending on what you get, like in terms of like the cards, and there's so many different ways to do it, right? You could open up the stuff and find like the collectible cards and see what they're worth and sell and trade and things of that nature, or you can keep the stuff sealed, which I never thought would be a real thing. Why'd you buy something and not open it? But apparently like that is also a market because you can keep it sealed and there's value, and also just like cool and just having it, right? Like not necessarily opening with, is sometimes you don't want to open and play with stuff. That's how you ruin things. Sometimes you like just having it, and I didn't think that was like a concept, but it truly is. See, there's so many different aspects to this, right? Like there's the collectability, there's the investment side if you're looking into something like that. There's also the nostalgia of some of this stuff. Like some of the stuff is from when I was a kid and it's so popular now, and like even seeing like some of that old stuff mixing with the new stuff and how it's kind of changed. There's so much that can go into it. So it's like touching all these different like avenues. And I think that's what happened with the speed run or the volcano, because it started with Magic, and actually I gotta admit, with that, that's the only thing we played. Like we actually bought the cards, played with them, and the game was a lot of fun. Kind of gets you to think, and kind of fun for. It's a nice two-player interaction, and it's only the two of us, so hey, win-win. And then quickly though, we realized that we should have bought Pokemon from the get-go, which in her win, I guess she did say that we should have bought that first, and I didn't know, and I don't know. So we got into Pokemon real quick, as you can see over here. And that's when I got into the sealed product stuff, because I thought, oh, cool, you can have it and like not mess with it, because my eyesight, and if you've heard any of my stories of how clumsy I am, I'll break stuff easy. But you could hold on to it and you could trade it on, or pass it on to, the next, or do it like this and that. There's so many things. So I thought, okay, we'll buy a little bit and just see it. And you could see like the value of things. Of course, it's like, the stock market, it can go up, it can go down and things like that. And that was always something that interested me, right? And you're always trying to diversify and try other things. Plus, this is a great excuse, right? You can just be like, oh, hey, you can make money off of this. This is investable. And it's like, trading cards and like Funko Pops. Like, you're like, this is a, believe it or not, you know what I mean? So, plus, it's just so much fun, right? I mean, just going out and seeing, and just the hunt of it all, like going to different stores, seeing what's what. Like, you saw how much, I don't know if you saw how much excitement there was, but I've been waiting to, like, I was going to wait to open up that package, and I just couldn't do it because I wanted it so, like, I wanted to see what it was, and that thing is so cool. I mean, and it will go along with my other Marvel ones and the other things that like I'm collecting. And it's just a great reminder of like the movies and how much fun like that it does bring back some of that intrinsic value, right? So instead of like sitting down and watching an hour and a half movie, I can just look at the character and be reminded, oh, and that was the part of that film, and oh, that was cool. And it just cool moments of being in like the theater or the experience of what happened. So there's so much that these things can bring. Plus, it's fun to think that some of these are worth something or can be worth something one day, and like that kind of test of, can you keep it like safe and collectible and all that stuff, or are you going to bust it out of the box and open and play with it, and or give it to somebody to open and play with, because there's also that too. There's just so many aspects to this that's so much fun. And so I just really wanted to open that up with you guys. There's going to be a lot more of that because, quite frankly, I ordered a lot of those, even though I've, got a bit going on, and it's great and I love it because it's so much fun. right? And you can just have so much fun collecting, investing, researching, seeing what's popular. And also, what's really fun too is like picking something up that you're just interested in, and then also finding out like later on that there is a value to it and that other people find a value to it. And that's what's kind of so fun and creates like a whole community with this collectible things. And as in this day and age, as we're getting into so many like different types of not only like investments, but people are showcasing like who they are, what they like to collect, what their interests are. It used to be they would keep certain aspects of that hidden, but now, everybody wants to show like, yeah, I'm into this and I'm into this and look how cool this is. And there's so many different ways to do that. And now so much of this stuff that used to be nostalgic is also collectible. I mean, if there's no way when like Pokemon and all this stuff started 20 years ago. I mean, some people, of course, they're always above and beyond the curve with anything. But I was a kid. There's no way that I like, and I'm sure even kids buying this stuff right now are like, this stuff isn't collectible. This is just fun. Turns out it can be both. And now that we're getting into NFTs and all these alternate ways of investing and collecting and showcasing like your interests, and even interest being like a collectible idea, and sharing the thoughts, it's just really a lot of fun. So I thought I'd share a little bit of that, share a little bit of why I got into it. Also, that was a really cool Funko Pop. Shout out to I Am Iron Man from Avengers Endgame. Well, I mean, I had to. This is the best moment in the movie, and that's, I mean, one of the best movies ever, too. And I mean, come on. So let's show it one more time, and then I'm going to get out of here. So much more to show you later on. So stay tuned, or don't stay tuned, because, do whatever you want, live your life. It's full of mystery out there, and we're just all along for the ride. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let's go get that pop one more time. Look at this bad boy. I am Iron Man for. Oops, sorry about the glare there. We'll just hold that. Boom. Look at that. So much more to go.